Dear video games, it's us again. And in this chapter, we have a special Thanksgiving surprise for you. I'm Mav, longtime streamer, gaming mom, and I've got my lovely co host here, Snackless.
Hi, I'm Snackless, longtime partner streamer as well, previous kindergarten teacher, and still baking up a storm this month, inspired by our upcoming American holiday and the theme of today's episode, Thanksgiving. We're so happy that you are joining us this week. I know the hustle and bustle of Thanksgiving up in Canada is a little crazy, and I hear it's even crazier down south in the States. So we're really grateful if you're taking time out of your week to hang out. And we are pre-recording this episode. So typically we are live on Twitch Thursday night. So we like to record the episodes live, but we're actually pre-recording it this time just to kind of offset some of that busyness. So we're so happy to have you. So excited for a special episode. And we hope you're having a wonderful holiday.
Also, make sure to check out our fan house. It is like a subscription service, kind of like Patreon, but better. You kind of get a slice of what Snacks and I are up to. We share a little bit of stories. And this month has been all about food and coziness
Mm-hmm.
and thankfulness. And it really is like a warm hug in the community is awesome. So make sure to come hang out.
Mm-hmm.
Fanhouse.app/dear video games and make sure to use the code podcast for your first month free.
Yay! Yeah, definitely check it out. We have lots of fun going on there, and I think it's a really great place to kind of connect. And it's a very easy way to support us if you're looking to do a little more of that. And happy Thanksgiving to all of our American friends. This month is kind of a focus on food, as Mav said, but today we're really focusing on Thanksgiving. So I have a really fun fact for you about the States, since it really is American Thanksgiving. We'll get into that in a minute. But did you know that there are four different cities in the US that are named Turkey? In fact, some diehard Thanksgiving fans made it a tradition to visit one of these towns and enjoy turkey in Turkey. So that's their tradition
Oh
for Thanksgiving.
no.
They go to a turkey to have turkey. And they are Turkey, Texas, Turkey, North Carolina, Turkey Creek, Louisiana, and Turkey City in Pennsylvania. I love that there's Turkey Creek and Turkey City. Turkey City.
I hate it
Would
so
you
much.
visit?
No,
Would you go?
absolutely not.
Oh, okay.
It's like that are like in places like Georgia and they name their kid
Mm-hmm.
Georgia because they're from Georgia. And I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
come on.
Maybe Turkey Creek's full of turkeys. That would be understandable.
That would make sense. Like if Turkey City was actually where they grew
Yes.
turkeys,
Yes.
grew
I wonder if
turkeys.
that's why, if that's where those came from, you know? But it doesn't surprise me that like Texas has a turkey, just because I always hear about them having like the best barbecue, the best food, like all this stuff. So like maybe Turkey, Texas has the best turkey. I don't know.
That would be
You know? Or the
interesting.
biggest turkey.
Oh God, sure, because everything's bigger in
Hmm.
Texas,
Exactly.
allegedly.
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 So, yeah, all four cities in the States. I
Speaking of
wonder if
things,
there's a turkey in Canada.
oh, right? As we do a quick Google search. Well,
Mm-hmm.
really weird that um it feels like the world revolves around the US holidays, which it shouldn't because we have a holiday for everything now and it's a little bit ridiculous.
Mm.
But Thanksgiving is typically held in the beginning of the season's changing. It's more of a harvest, really. And so snacks, you actually had
Mm-hmm.
your Thanksgiving,
I
which is
did.
so bizarre, but makes sense considering how you're more north and
Mm-hmm.
your fall is earlier in the year, which makes a
It
lot of
is.
sense.
It
Um,
starts earlier. I mean, you can say whatever the dates are for the real seasons, but it depends where you live because like we have like a lot of snow already, like probably 2 feet of snow already. Like it's very cold, and so if you're kind of basing Thanksgiving off of kind of that end of harvest time, it makes more sense. Ours is actually the second week in October. Like it's more than a full month ahead.
that makes
And
so much
that's
more
like
sense
quite the.
considering that kicks off
Mhm.
like all of the fall, right? Like it's
Yes.
because then you have Halloween and then you can switch
Hmm.
to Christmas and we're
See, we switch a
backwards.
lot earlier. Yeah. A lot of people like to wait until Remembrance Day, which is November 11th for us. But all the Christmas stuff comes out like November 1st, which is kind of cool. Like
That's
it's like a quick switch with. I know sometimes our friends in the States were like, "Oh, I have to wait for Thanksgiving," and I always found that so interesting. But
I don't
I don't.
understand that either. No, no one gets it because there's not like a date. Obviously, people want to celebrate
Mm-hmm.
Halloween and there's
Mm-hmm.
trick or treaters and things like that. But
Mm-hmm.
like, I don't understand decorating for a month. Like, I can understand
Mm.
two. So I like to
Yeah.
start decorating for for like Halloween in
Mm-hmm.
September because
Yeah.
that's when the seasons really
Mm-hmm.
start to change, which
Exactly.
makes sense that you would have a Thanksgiving in October and then
Mm-hmm.
Halloween. So like doing Halloween and then Thanksgiving and Christmas in the same two
Mm-hmm.
months is like a little bit ridiculous.
Busy. I really like that here too because it's like you get your fall decorations out and then they slowly kind of change to
To
like pumpkin-y
spooky
fall and
and then
spooky
poof,
and then Christmas.
holly jolly, hose
I
everywhere.
love that because I was thinking too, I'm like, if you have a Christmas wreath, then like, and you have to wait until after Thanksgiving, then like you don't get to enjoy it.
And also if you're wanting to decorate for Thanksgiving, what you're going to keep it up for a week, like doing
Oh,
like
like,
fall
no,
decoration. Like I
I
understand
don't like it.
doing a little bit for Halloween, but I think we go harder in Halloween here.
Oh, maybe. When I was like reading about American Thanksgiving, they were really talking about that it's like much more of a commotion in the States. So
We
I
love
think that's kind of interesting.
we love capitalism, and if we can get
That's
anything,
true.
if we can get things are cuter in ghost form than leaf form.
Oh
So,
my gosh, when I was in the States with math, everything was like ghost or pumpkin
and you
shaped
were
or
here at
and
the
I was
beginning
like,
of September.
I'm here. I'm
You were
here
here.
for it.
It wasn't even
Literally.
October. Okay, Halloween is at the end of October.
Hmm.
Snacks was here the first week of September, and we
Yeah.
already had Halloween stuff everywhere and a little bit of
It was
Christmas.
amazing.
It was
It was
crazy.
awesome. I loved it. It was like that TikTok where it's like capitalism really popped off today, boys. Like I was like, this is amazing. Where they show you like all the stuff that capitalism has to offer.
I just, I need that as a soundbite.
Yeah, it's all over TikTok. It's awesome. It's so catchy.
Oh.
So yeah, like as Mav said, I already had my Thanksgiving, but that doesn't stop me from sharing about it with you. But let's hear about like the things that you love to eat and what you do eat for Thanksgiving. Like talk to me about what you're snacking on, like
The
before,
American
during, after, like
the American way is to cook all day, which they've made it so
okay.
much easier now, but it's really
Mm-hmm.
the dessert starts first and then you start dinner. So we usually
Oh,
will
okay,
do
sure.
dessert the day before
Mm-hmm.
and then we will do dinner all day long. So we'll slow cook it.
Mm.
And then lots of crock pots going. So if the
Right.
power blows, you know why. But it's very
Oh no.
traditional. We do the turkey, but I also like
Okay.
to offer ham because I'm more of a
Yes.
ham gal.
I'm a ham girl.
I like
It's
turkey,
better.
but it has to be the dark turkey, but it can't be weird
Mm-hmm.
dark turkey.
Yeah.
Um, Definitely
Mm-hmm.
ham gal.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Mashed potatoes, gravy, garlic,
Mm.
green beans. But the fresh kind,
Okay.
the cans are fine, but like
Canned?
okay, so most of American
Wild.
holiday and Thanksgiving is canned.
Hold on half a second. Are you telling me that green bean casserole that people make, they make it with canned beans? You're not. You're lying.
Oh, the recipes
They make that with a can?
the recipes literally on the can. That way you can just throw it all together.
It's on the can? America's amazing. Oh my God.
You remind me of the TikTok about the girl who's like she's from like Ireland or something,
Oh,
and
okay,
she goes to
sure.
Target and she goes, oh, Target for the first time. These carts are amazing. This is amazing.
Oh my gosh.
Canned everything, canned
I didn't
carrots,
know.
canned sweet potatoes, canned corn, canned beans, canned it all. You can can the whole, you canned meat, turkey in a can.
I will I mean like if that's what you do, then that's okay.
Insta
I've just
potatoes.
I've never had like that. That's just very different than what we do. Like really, really different.
We make it work. Okay. Also canned olives, little black olives. We usually
I
serve
like
those in
that.
the dish. And when
Oh,
I was
like appetizer?
yeah, like
Yeah.
it'll be like side
Mm-hmm.
table and we'll have
Mm-hmm.
like a glass dish of like black
Mm.
olives.
I appreciate an
And when I
olive.
was little, I would just put them on my fingers and walk around with them.
I've never done that.
We have to do that. salty
I kind of
though.
want to.
I don't know why I did that. Like, why did I think it was okay to take half a jar
And
of?
then wait, but what did you do with them after? Because
I ate them,
that's the okay, then that's okay. That's totally fine.
but like, I'm just,
Acceptable.
I don't understand. My kids do not do that. I don't know.
Let's plop right on there. Fit, like, perfect
So
little fit.
cranberry sauce, I do like a
Mm-hmm.
nice homemade one, but definitely
Mm-hmm.
canned.
That is something I like out of a can. Okay, I'll just put that one in
It's
there.
just sweet. It's so nice, especially with like the mixture of the beans and the potato and the turkey. You need a little
Yeah.
cranberry slice there.
Yeah. It's also
Um,
sweeter. Like if you make your own, it's
oh
so
yeah, no.
sour.
Yeah.
Oh,
And rice.
rice.
So my family has always added a pot of steamed rice, like jasmine.
Oh
And
yeah.
I never thought it was weird until I started streaming and people were like,
Mm,
why do you have rice on your counter? And I'm like,
mm-hmm.
what do you mean? You don't have rice?
Mm-hmm.
And I guess it's weird, but it's always been like, get the rice pot or like, my grandparents would always give us new rice cooker spoons because they're
Oh
like made out
yeah.
of bamboo. And so they'd give us
Mm-hmm.
either a new rice
Aw.
cooker or like a new spatula. Because my
Mm-hmm.
grandpa's full Hawaiian, like 100%
Right.
Polynesian Hawaiian. And
Mm-hmm.
so you just always ate rice with everything. There was always some sort of poo platter or like
Mm,
fish or
mm-hmm.
something on the side.
Yeah, I understand that because of like my Chinese side. Like my mom's 100% Chinese, so we often ate Caucasian food, but like Asianified, which
Mhm.
I won't like totally get into, but it would be like, people have stew and they would eat with potatoes. We would have stew and eat it with rice because my dad's 100% white. So when my mom was cooking for us when we were growing up, it would be like a Caucasian dish, but like spiced
Spiced up.
differently with
Yeah.
rice. Always with rice.
Always with rice, like everything with
Yes.
rice.
My favorite thing about my parents is that when my dad met my mom, he'd only had rice pudding because he's half English. And my
And
mom
that's in a can.
eats rice. It's not.
It's in a plastic packaged jar, tub, or in a can.
You know what? I've never actually had it.
And
That's
especially in the
actually
UK,
hilarious.
usually all that stuff is packaged in a can.
Oh my God. And so then he had rice 5 days a week. So there you go. Welcome to being Asian.
Literally, sometimes for lunch, I'll just have rice with soy sauce. Like,
Nah, I eat it with seaweed.
yeah.
Yum.
Um,
hmm Okay, so there's like some similarities
yeah.
between ours.
Okay, tell me about
Like,
yours because yours is a little
okay.
different. First, yours is Canadian, but
hmm
also
Yes.
you have a very heavily Chinese influence.
Right.
And
It's not, it's pretty Caucasianified.
okay,
Christmas is a little Asian, but Thanksgiving is pretty Caucasian. So we do a very traditional dinner as well, I think, like as far as I know. So we have turkey and ham, the same thing, because my sisters and I are more of ham girls. Like I'll take a little piece of turkey, but we're definitely more ham girls. And so I like my turkey with cranberry sauce. I prefer the one out of the can too. I think it's just sweeter and better. And I think people take it more. Like I appreciate the work that goes into a homemade one, but it's just so sour.
yeah. It's
Um,
sour. It takes so long. Like you don't
mhm.
have an extra pot to use, anyways.
Who has stovetop room?
Unless you
Not
make it
me.
the day before and put it in
Fair.
in like the fridge.
Yes, fair.
But
Yeah. I like my ham with mustard. Mm. I love it with mustard. It's so
ah,
good.
it's so what mustard is so bitter.
But like a
Do you like
smidge.
oysters?
I love oysters and smoked oysters, but hold on half a second. You drink matcha. How
Matcha
could
is
you?
bland. Matcha's not bitter.
It's no. Maybe a
Mustard
smidge.
is sour.
Yeah, I love
Like
sour
oyster
stuff.
is like salty sour.
I love sour things like mustard greens too. Like I love that.
It
I
just
like it.
tastes like vom to me.
Okay. Anyway, I like my
Sorry.
ham
Sorry if
spiced
you're
up with
listening.
mustard. It's divine. You should have it that way. We also have mashed potatoes, and so this year we had my sister made the mashed potatoes, and I've never seen this before. Okay, so oh my gosh, this is if you're listening to this before Thanksgiving, okay, how to take your potatoes from like a 5 to a 10. Okay,
I'm ready.
she drew a little like divot in the potatoes, like a little swirl with her spoon, and then she poured melted butter into
Oh
it, and she
yeah.
called it a butter river. But I've never had that. It was absolutely divine and
You
beautiful.
have to have so much extra butter with
Oh, it was
sea
so
salt.
good.
It's just like,
Yeah.
like
Mm-hmm.
so good. You
Divine.
have to. If you can't have it, if not, I understand. But
Right. If
you
you can have
can,
butter.
it really does. It just makes it melty and
Oh,
yummy.
so good. So good. I mean, understandably, if you add like another cup of butter. Anyway, it was just so good. So this is interesting too. Stuffing's really popular around here, and some people make their own stuffing from scratch. But we actually prefer box stuffing. I don't know if that's like a crime, but we love it in the box. It's like dehydrated, and then you just like add boiling water and pop it in the oven.
Yeah. Yep.
I love that. I think it's delicious.
That is a favorite. That is very
Hmm.
in abundance here. Just like the box
I
of like
like it.
Stouffer or a bag
Yes,
of
it's good.
dried. It look
I
like they
love
look
it.
like croutons, but it's
Yes, and then you pop
stuffing.
them up. Oh, they're so good. I like it. Plain, simple, easy. Okay.
Mm,
But mostly I think it's because I grew up on it. Now, okay, here's the thing. Okay. So
bread.
with my stuffing
Mm,
and my potatoes,
mm.
I like gravy. What color is your gravy,
Brown.
Mav? Good answer. Good answer. We
Yeah,
use
white
brown
gravy
gravy
is
too, but
for biscuits and
wait,
gravy.
but I thought you guys like only had white
No,
gravy.
no, 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 no. White gravy
Okay,
is a
okay.
breakfast gravy.
Oh. Huh.
It's a breakfast gravy. And so
Okay,
brown
okay.
gravy, dark brown gravy is very much like a dinner, savory, potatoy gravy.
Mm-hmm. Okay, good answer. I was scared that you were going to say white gravy
I
because I
do
don't know
like
the
to add
American way.
I do like to add the juice from the turkey in the gravy though.
Oh yeah, 100%. Hmm.
Juicy.
I like to do it like a little mix. I like to have the packet, but then I like to also add the drippings so I feel like it kind of elevates it.
Hmm.
Um, and the pack is just so good. You know, it's like they've got the
So good.
ratios like
It's
perfect.
nice and salty.
Okay, so I grew up on an acreage and we ate a lot of things from the garden just to like make things more affordable when I was little. And so we ate a ton of squash. And alongside the squash was turnips, okay? We ate a lot of parsnips and a lot of turnips, and we had a very healthy diet. Like they would make chips out of parsnips and call them parsnip chips, like it was something special. It's not something special. I just want you to know that. So we would have turnip puff, and now because we had it growing up, my sister still love it, and I don't like it. So basically, you boil the turnips, like mash them up with some butter, and then you like crumble chips across the top of them, and you like bake it. It's called turnip puff.
That's very Stardew of them.
It is. It's like
Like
not
they're
bad, but
cute, but they're
turnips
too
are bitter.
yeah.
Turnips are bitter, if you ask
They're
me.
like
So,
it's like eating a potato raw.
yeah, I'm not crazy about it, but we have it every single holiday. And I wonder if like other Canadian families have it or like American families. And
Ah.
then for veggies, we have usually Brussels sprouts or like carrots. And we always have homemade buns based off of my grandma. So my English grandma always made homemade buns, and we would visit her for Christmas and Easter. And so my sister has like picked up like the task, and so we have homemade
Aw.
buns, and they're so fluffy, and they're just like little, so good. And that's everything we eat. Oh, and usually we do like a little bit of an appetizer, like platter, like
Mhm.
like the cheese, the meat, whatever, snacky snacks.
Charcuterie.
Mhm. Mhm.
Charcuterie. Yum.
Mhm.
Yum, yum,
Yeah.
yum.
Mhm.
Well,
So good.
so much for all those oohs.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
Now to get to the nice juicy part of the show. If you
Oh
are
gosh.
a longtime listener or a first time listener, we like to do a
Mm.
thing where we talk about things that go from ew to
Ew.
ooh.
Ooh.
And this episode, we've got something very special. We're going to be talking about holiday snacks we do and do not like,
Mhm.
and kind of talk about what people in general don't like.
Yeah,
Because
we'll
it's just
definitely dive into
hilarious.
that. We can dive into the desserts in a little bit.
Oh,
Okay, so what is your ew? Like what's a no for you?
a no for me is the sweet potato anything. Like I don't know how I like it's been the pandemic. I ate way more sweet potato and I'm a little bit allergic to them now that I didn't know, but I ate
You ate them
them.
as like fries or just like
So I had a lot of sweet potato when I was pregnant and then when I had baby
oh,
because it's so good for you. And
okay.
I fed little Mister sweet potatoes because it's so
Mhm.
good for you. Then I
Mhm.
realized I was a little bit allergic to them. So I was
Mhm.
like, okay, that's fine. But when you
Mhm.
put them in like a dessert dish with marshmallows and
Oh yeah, that's an American thing 100%,
I
right?
just can't do it. It's
That's
too
dessert. I thought
sweet.
that was a side.
It's just, well, it's a side, but
It's so
it's
sweet,
like
right? I don't
creamed
like that.
corn. Like it's too sweet.
Oh, I kind of like creamed
I
corn.
don't mind creamed
Mm,
corn, but add marshmallows on top of it, and then you have
no,
something
too sweet.
like
It's a fair statement.
I
I
can't.
see.
It's supposed to be dessert. It's not dessert. It goes with dinner. It
Mm-hmm.
doesn't make sense. I don't understand. It doesn't have a place. Do not invite it. I don't like
Good
it.
gracious. Noted.
My
No sweet
ooh
potatoes.
is
Yeah.
regular mashed potatoes, extra butter.
Mm,
Thank you.
yum. Any topping on it though? Or just like buttery is
I like
good?
to do a moat. I like.
Oh, a butter.
I
Oh,
know
gravy.
gravy. I like to create a little
Yeah.
lake with gravy.
Okay.
I always try not to break it, but it never works. So I always
Oh, yeah.
levy breaks. But what's your
Hmm.
ew to?
Oh my God. Okay.
Okay, so yours is okay. Go for it.
Okay, mine is egg salad. Okay, or mashed potatoes. Like, what's that called? Potato salad with eggs? No. No, 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 no. If you know me, you already know this. I don't prefer eggs. So, yeah. Also, deviled eggs? No.
Usually deviled eggs are
Also,
an
no.
appetizer. And I'm just
Yeah,
like, if you're going
no.
to have people at your house all day and you're going to feed them deviled eggs the
What
first moment,
happens?
they're going to smell like shit by the time it's dinner
Oh,
time.
no. I don't
They're going to
prefer
smell
it.
like actual turds.
No, thank you, egg.
You're
Goodbye.
gonna smell,
Thanks for being
your house is
here.
going to smell like an outhouse because everyone's
Ew.
gassy.
Okay, anyway, my ooh is also okay, mine's a mashed potato, but I love a bite of mashed potato with stuffing with gravy. Like I love that
Correct.
kind of when you get a bite and it's like a combo bite.
Yeah. I
That's
love them.
my
I love the mixture
yum.
of texture there. And like, I
Yeah.
definitely need, if I'm having mashed
Mhm.
potatoes, please let there be stuffing.
Mhm. Before we dive into what we're thankful for, do you think we should make a pit stop for desserts? Should
Oh,
we dive into
oh, yes.
desserts
We should dive.
and then we can wrap it up with what we're thankful for?
Yes.
So we ranked some desserts on our own scale, of course, from you don't invite us to our top. Ooh.
Oh,
So let's start with our ews. I'm so sorry if you love something on this list, but it is a no from us. And the number one coming in hot is fruitcake / like hot cross buns, like little chunks of fruit in it. No.
wait. Hot cross buns. Is that like,
It's a little bun. It's usually at
oh,
Christmas,
it's
but
like a baby fruit
I don't
cake
like
with
it.
like
It is
icing.
essentially, yeah.
Oh, no.
Fruitcake looks like you could bludgeon someone with it. It's so dense.
I've
You
never,
could just
I've always
kill
seen
them.
them at like events, but I've never seen people eat them. But I always see missing pieces. So I just don't
My
understand.
dad eats them. I think it's an English thing, but I'm sorry if it's
I
not.
really think it's an English, like a
I
European
think it
English
is.
thing because
Oh
like
yeah, I think so.
everything is canned over there.
But fruitcake's
Like
not
everything.
canned.
But fruit, like it's not just raisins, it's raisins and cranberries and prunes
Oh,
and
and
like
right, like
pieces
chopped
of,
up candied fruit, right?
yes, pieces of weird, artificially flavored,
Dyed like weird
like
colors, right? Like
gelatin
bright green.
looking.
No.
Oh,
Mm-mm, mm-mm,
ugh.
mm-mm. Nope. I
And the
think the
bread
same
is
fruit's in a hot
weird.
cross bun, I swear to God.
Yeah, I think
It's
they're
not
the
even
same.
bread.
It's not good.
Okay. Okay.
Don't call us. Don't invite us.
Butter tart.
What is a butter tart?
Okay, so it's a
Sounds good.
Canadian thing. Okay, well, it's the filling of a pecan pie.
Yeah.
Okay, it is that, but inside of it, there are raisins. So here you can get a butter tart and it has
No.
raisins, or a pecan tart and has pecans. I do not prefer butter tarts because I don't also prefer raisins. And also, why would you trick someone like
Ew.
that? Like, why would you make them think that it's a pecan tart and it has raisins in it?
Ew. It's like little ants hiding in a dirt mound.
Yep, but sometimes people put chocolate chips instead of raisins, and I like it when that happens.
But why would you do
Yeah.
that?
People like
That's
raisins. They're
like
not me though.
that's like liking oatmeal raisin cookies over chocolate chip. Like how?
100%. It's like when you make a cinnamon bun, but then you put raisins in it, and then I'm upset because I don't want that.
Don't do that. Do not invite us.
Okay, this one I totally agree with.
This I could live without, honestly.
I don't know.
Those popcorn tins, if you are from the States or maybe it's around the world, there's these popcorn tins that are separated and have certain flavors of popcorn on each side of the tin. And they're very popular
like it.
here. I used to get them every year and I would eat
like
them.
it.
But
Yeah.
I just like, they started getting fancy with them and they turned it into
Mm,
fruitcake popcorn. So they would glaze them with this artificial sugary blue,
okay.
like they get weird with it. And so it's not like a nice jumble
Sure.
of popcorn treat. It's like disgusting chaos. It's not okay.
Okay. Okay, but we're not
Don't
writing
bring
up
it.
popcorn
We
as a
don't
whole. Math doesn't like weird
the
flavors, okay?
popcorn tins, the tins that have the weird
Sure.
mixed matchy flavors and like oh like no, give me like a yummy like caramely
Wait, but
chocolatey popcorn
okay.
treat. But
I also
don't
kind of like have you had I like dill pickle popcorn. Have you had that? I like that.
Is it just
Yeah, I like
salty
sour
or is
thing.
it actually like
Yeah.
pickle flavored?
No, it's salty and dilly.
Ew.
Okay.
Don't
Well,
bring
we're on
it.
the fence
Don't
there.
bring it.
I'll eat
There's
it if you
so
bring
many
it.
other desserts to bring.
What is this thing?
Okay, you have to Google it.
Oh,
It's
it's a
like
Swiss roll.
no, it's a Yule log, and if you're from the States, it they're
What's
not
wrong with
they're
it?
not gross. They look like a little literal turd. Okay,
Oh,
like
that's what you don't like about it.
they look like a literal roll of doo doo just sitting on a plate, covered in poorly
Oh, you don't like
slopped
it because it's
on.
like a
It
log,
looks
and then
like
when
a
people make them, they
poopy.
don't look very good. Okay, okay, okay,
Do
okay.
not bring that and put that on the table. Okay.
Maybe if they could decorate it. Would you like
No,
it if it was
no.
okay?
There's so
Well,
many other, like I said, there's so many other desserts to bring. If you're going to bring chocolate, bring a cake. Like, I
okay,
just don't
fine,
make it a Yule log.
fine.
Don't,
We'll change the change shape.
don't weirdly paste on chocolate frosting on this log looking.
Listen, I would try it.
Don't bring it.
Okay, this is what I would bring. These are our top desserts. Like you're invited. So you're invited if you bring a pecan pie. Yum.
Yum.
That's not as popular up here. Like you can get them every night. We have pecan tarts.
They're not as popular here because there's so many other desserts that
Oh, sure.
people want to indulge in. And so if you had to
Mm-hmm.
choose between a pecan and a pumpkin,
Mm,
you're probably going to pick a pumpkin, or usually there's some sort
mm-hmm.
of cheesecake.
Oh, I can't have that, but that sounds divine. That would be up there if I could eat it for
And
sure.
yeah, so things like that. Or usually I
Mm-hmm.
make a pumpkin roll where it's pumpkin loaf rolled in
Oh,
cream cheese
sure.
frosting. So it looks like a
Isn't that
log.
a Swiss roll?
Yes, but it's not
That's the same
covered,
thing.
but it's not covered in weird chocolate. It doesn't look like
So
a
you like
giant
it if it's an
turd.
orange log.
Yeah.
You don't like if it's
Sliced up.
brown.
Sliced up.
Oh, you want it
I
sliced and
want
then
it
okay,
sliced. It
sure.
needs to be
Sure.
aesthetic. It cannot look like a giant
That's
dookie.
funny. I'm a huge shortbread fan, even for fall, also for Christmas, but I don't mind like a little cinnamon shortbread or a fall shortbread. I love shortbread. It's my favorite
Okay,
type of
I have a
cookie.
question about this.
Mm-hmm.
What do your
Mm-hmm.
shortbreads look like? Because there are three different kinds of shortbreads here.
I will mail you some. Actually, it's a huge hot commodity. I make homemade whipped shortbread, the ones that are extremely fragile and then melt in your mouth.
Okay, because here they're frozen, they weigh a ton, and you can basically break
Dense.
someone's window.
Dense. No, no. That's like but that's not a
Or
homemade shortbread. It's like,
or they
you
try to
know.
call angel food cake shortbread here, which it's not.
No, they don't.
It's not.
Those are not.
It's not shortbread, but they like to call angel food cake shortbread, but they make the
What
shape
is angel
different.
food cake made out of? Like, what does that subsist
It's just
of?
like
Like, what's
air.
in the. Yeah, but what is it? Oh, it's egg whites and cake flour. That's why it's so weird.
Yeah,
Spun.
it's
I'm on
very
the.
spongy and airy. People like to call it
I
shortbread or
they do
short
not.
cake, but it's not.
It's not even tall cake.
And
They're lying.
then they like to do this where it's like personal size
I've
shortbreads,
seen those. No,
but it's
wait.
like, yeah, it has like the little circle and it has like a little rim around it.
Yeah, I've seen those like in the store.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Hmm.
Pumpkin
Okay, what
pie, pumpkin
about
tart,
yeah?
100%
Yum.
has to be
Yum,
there.
yum, 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 yum.
It can be weird though. Like they
Mm.
can get runny and it can be weird. So you have to be really
Ew.
careful with making
No.
pumpkin. Like this is like the thing where it becomes like chemistry and you need to follow the directions.
Baking is chemistry and you do need to follow the directions. So if your baking's not turning out, that's probably why. Because I have friends who are willy-nilly in the kitchen and you can't be willy-nilly when you're baking.
You
to
can't add a
simply
little bit of
know.
this or a little bit of
No.
milk or a little. No, you cannot do that.
No. Sticky toffee pudding, like slash. It's not a pudding. It's like a cake. It's like a
Mm.
date and chocolate cake, and it
Mm.
usually comes with like a caramel sauce. It's so good.
I haven't had that.
Oh, it's very good. The perfect fall dessert. Very good. If
Toffee
you
is
see it on
very,
the
we
menu or
like,
something.
yeah, we like,
Toffee, toffee.
yeah, we like toffee
Mm-hmm.
and like bark and things like that here and
Mm-hmm.
caramel and stuff.
Yum. Okay, well, before we kind of talk about Thanksgiving, let's talk a little bit about what we're feeling really thankful for.
I'll go first. I'm
Yeah.
so thankful that we have been able to reconnect and do this podcast
Mm,
together. If you guys don't know, Snacks and I have been friends for holy shit,
like six,
7 years,
7 years.
6 years
Yeah.
since way back in the day. And
Mm-hmm.
in earlier this year, so almost a year anniversary
Mm-hmm.
of
January.
kind of chatting and seeing like what we're doing, like
Mm-hmm.
where have you been? Hello.
Mm-hmm. Come out.
Um, and she's always just been this ray of sunshine and someone that
Oh.
I can always count on. And we just started to play games together. And then it butted
Mm-hmm.
into a fun little show that
Mm-hmm.
I'll just speak for myself, that I've grown to fall in love with. And I've had so much fun. I'm really excited to work on everything together.
Mm-hmm.
So that's been amazing.
Aw.
For my family, usually we do like a movie night with the turkey.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just so thankful for the pandemic in a weird way because it really, I feel like, brought us closer together in
Aw.
terms of like what we're actually thankful for, knowing what we're thankful for. I really
Mm-hmm.
do think Little Mister was like the glue to all of our everything. Like he really sets the tone in the house. Obviously, he's a baby, but everyone just seems to be really more family oriented, especially with the big kids. Usually with teens, they're a little bit kind of doing their own thing and they forget how special it is to kind of enjoy the moment. So we all dressed up for
Mm-hmm.
Halloween, for example, and everyone had a blast. So,
Aw.
but yeah, we usually like to cook and usually we'll have the Lord of the Rings on. We like to watch through the trilogy and or there's a football game on. And I like to do a Friendsgiving actually. Not usually on
Aw.
Thanksgiving, but sometimes I'll bring friends out who aren't visiting family and they're just kind of home alone, so they'll just join us for Thanksgiving. Last
Mm-hmm.
year, last year, Kelly came out for Thanksgiving and another friend, and that was really fun. And she watched me
Aw.
completely make a turkey for the first time.
Amazing. It's
And
nice to
then
have a cheerleader.
yeah, and then we'll just do like a Friendsgiving, usually after or before, and it's a nice time to kind of hang out and eat good food and just kind
Mm-hmm.
of chill. It's cold and dark here, so
No, I feel
yeah.
that.
What about you?
I'm feeling extra thankful for my family lately. Things have been like a little bit up and down for in our like family health wise, but I'm really grateful that we're all okay for the most part, and that my this feeling like really close knit with them lately, which has been so nice. And then actually, I wrote about Mav too in my little blurb. I said I'm very grateful for Mav and all we've accomplished together over the past year. I'm feeling truly blessed to have the best family and friends supporting me during some really rough couple months. So it's been such a joy and such a treasure to work on the podcast with Mav. And she's just the best friend. She's so supportive. And it feels really nice to look at the people in my life and my friends and my family and like feel that they're all in my corner. And I don't think I have experienced that before in my life. And so it's really refreshing to know that my friends are really my friends and that they really do want the best for me. It's really nice to know like really good people. It's such a relief. And I, like I said, I don't think I've had that before. So it's really, really nice. And kind of just to wrap things up, Mav was talking about like kind of what her plans are for Thanksgiving, but I'll just give you like what we did do. So we had Thanksgiving at my sister's house, and usually we just like take turns hosting. And so we usually get there like in the early afternoon, and then we spend the day together. And like while we're having like our snacks and crackers and smoked oysters and chips and like all those kind of fun things, we play like we're big like board game and cards family. So we play board games and cards and hang out, and then after dinner I think we just like popped on a show because like you can't move or whatever. So
Yeah,
you're
and the
just
turkey's
watching
setting
something
in.
and then exactly, and then like munch on dessert. Yum. The best.
Aw.
Yeah. But that's kind of like what we did for Thanksgiving. So That
Yeah.
was really fun. Thank you so much for joining us to talk about Thanksgiving and what we love, what we don't love, and it kind of everything in between. We had a really great time chatting with you today. And this is the first of our holiday podcasts. So you'll have to keep an eye out for some of the next holiday podcasts the next time there's a fun season.
I was going to say, this is our very first annual
Holiday
holiday
podcast.
Thanksgiving episode. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
excited to see where we are every time we record these.
Yeah. Like looking back.
Yeah, that's kind of
That'd be so
cool.
nice.
Yeah.
Ah, thank you so much for listening in. Be sure to hit the follow and subscribe button on all of our social media. And if you enjoyed the show and you want to support and see a little more, please check out Dear Video Games on Fanhouse for a deeper connection and a sneak peek of the two of us.
All
And
right.
that's about it for
That's
this week.
it. Have
So
a wonderful Thanksgiving. If you're
happy
celebrating it,
Thanksgiving.
enjoy your family or enjoy your time alone. Come hang out
Hmm.
with us. And thank you so much for always supporting us. We love you so much. And we will see
Hmm.
you on the next episode.